don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of assembling the 4th pack of the Optimus Prime from Agora Models. Now this is just basically a mirror of the last pack, so shouldn't be that difficult to put together, he says, theoretically. Now, let's see here, right off the bat I need PB 4 screws. Yeah. I am using, as I have mentioned previously, I'm using one of these boxes to keep all the screws together. Now, as we had difficulties the last time, I am drastically hoping that we won't have the same difficulties again this time, theoretically. So I'm going to take a moment real quick. I'm going to take all these screws and I'm going to put them in their appropriate places, and hopefully we won't have the same difficulties we had the last time. So bear with me while I do that. So I've separated everything into my little collector there. Now to finish this first part, we just take these screws here, and this is TR412 and TR413 combined together. We are attaching it with a PB 2x4 screw, and I'm putting that in not horribly tight, but tight enough. Just like that. Okay. Next we need, don't need this part just yet. Let's see, this part right here, which is that, I need this. This part is going to come in, and it's got that, I don't know if you all can see those two little divots or not. They're going to come in right here. It says we have to glue them. So, as always, I pull out my glue gel. As I have repeatedly said, doing this build, I definitely prefer the gel. It's so much easier to use. So much easier to use. I'll just stick that on there like that. And I'm going to put this part on here, like this. Then this part will come down, and it will slide over. And then this part will come in, and it will set on top of it. So this part has a particular way to go. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and put all this together real quick just so we don't have an hour-long video. This part here, let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit here. It has a bit of a divot on it, if you can see, as opposed to this other side. The other side's straight, this one has a divot. This is the part that goes up top. So when you put this in, it'll just fit in like this, and it'll stay there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this together so that it stays the way it's supposed to. Next thing we do is we take TR402 and TR432, and they just come together here. You just snap together. Just like that. It's a very secure connection. No need to worry about it. Then we take the part that we just did, this part right here, and they will marry together like this. And then this is metal, so I'm going to need just a touch of silicone here. Hadn't gotten any out yet, so shame on me, right? I'm just going to put a little bit in here, silicone, and I'm just going to dip this in here again, this is a little trick I had learned watching the World of Wayne channel, so always try to give credit where credit is due. The silicone just helps it go into the metal a little easier, gives it a little bit of lubrication. So there we go. That's nice and tight. It's not going to go anywhere. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to mess with, I think, this piece or this piece or this piece right here. And we're going to put a bunch of crap on it. So just bear with me while I get that ready. So for step 7, and for expediency, I've gone ahead and done most of this. We take TR447s. There are 4 of them, and they're dual threaded on both ends, so it doesn't really matter which way you put them. We put them into this piece, TR416, and then we use PM 3x8, TR448, and TR449, which is the lock washer, the washer, and the bolt. I will tell you, this is the PM 328. Now, when I got to looking, this was part of the, I think part of the issue I had last time. This bag here, I doubt you all can read it. Maybe you can. It does not say PM 3x8. It just says M 3x8. So I don't know if that messed me up as much as I think it might have, but I'm sure that was at least a contributing factor to some degree. So for expediency, I've already done the first little bit of this, the first 3. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this one here on camera for you, maybe. If I can get the stupid thing to... Man, I tell you what, you turn on the camera and nothing works the way you think it should. Alright, so I've got those parts on there together. Stick this on here. This is where you need your Allen wrench. And you're not going to get this as tight as you really want to just yet. So tighten it up the best you can. But all you're going to do is get hand tight until we get that other bit on there, which is this piece here, which it's going to come in. This piece is TR4 422. There's a correct way of doing this. I think it's just drop it in there like that. Okay. And then you come back through and you do the same screws and bolts again. I'm going to go ahead and do those off camera. I've gone ahead and secured these so they're in place, and we get the same joint we had previously. So now we take this piece here, which is TR445, and making sure that I don't know how well this is going to come off on camera, but there are 2 notches right here going up and down, right here. We have to make sure that those go up and down in this slot right here like this. And then we take a combination of PM36 and our lock washer TR448, and we just lock this down. This is another instance where it didn't have PM, it was just M. So everybody be mindful of that. I'm going to go ahead and put those in, and then we'll do the next part. So I've got that done. They're all nice and tight now. Next we take TR417 and TR445. This comes in like this. Once again, we take our screws, the PM36s, bring them in from the back side this time. Is that right? Make sure. Yep, that's right. And we just secure this in place with our screws here, or with our bolts, using our Allen wrench to ensure the fact that everything is nice and tight. I'll get that together and we'll go from there. The next thing we do is we take this bit here, which is TR423. We take this part here that we made, we marry these two together so that the cutout section goes in and over top of it like that. Then we take this section that we just did here, and it's got grooves. I don't know how well those come off on camera. Right there, you can see them right there. There's a groove there and a groove here. And it just comes over and sets like that. Next, we take, this is a PM314 and a lock washer. We just put it in here, tighten it down. I'll do the first one so y'all can see. If you're watching this, you're an adult collector, you know how to put a screw in, right? I'll go ahead and knock those other three out. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take this part right here, which is TR424, and we have two screws, which are PB236, and we're going to connect them here to this. Now if you notice, there's up and down slots here that correspond to the up and down stuff here. So if you did it right, it should go on and lock in place and not wiggle, theoretically. Yeah, it goes on the outside. There we go, now it's in. Alright, and then we just take our screws here, line them up properly, and we put them in place. This is all plastic, so no need to worry about oil for these. Once we get this in, just like that, we're going to marry this with the piece we had here. Let's see here, how's this go? Like this, if I'm looking at it correctly. It should come in, sit in here like this. This is going to be put in place with 4 lock washers and 4 PM 3x8 screws. So I'll go ahead and put this last one in. I will tell you, I added just a little bit of silicone. I took a toothpick and just kind of went over the threads because it is going into a piece of die cast, and it does just help a little bit. I tried dipping these in there, and I accidentally lost the lock washer and the little bit of silicone that I had spilled out to use, and I said I don't want to mess with that again. So that's why I did it that way instead. Doesn't really matter. Went in well enough. And just as tight as it needs to be. Now, next thing we do is we bring in these pieces here. Incidentally, this will end the first tray. These are going to come around. Let's see, how do they go? Is it like this? Pretty sure it's like this. Right here. Yeah. This is going to come together, and how does it join together? I've forgotten how this works. Might have it upside down too. Might have something to do with it. Oh yeah, look at that. That goes in like that. Right there, I believe. And this one will come over, and they'll join together. But before we do that, we have we need to secure this in place. How are we doing that? Okay, So not sure how well you all can see, but right in here are 2 screw holes. We're going to secure this bit first, which is TR407, with 2 PB 3x6 screws, and then this will come over and it'll just all snap into place and it'll be tight. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our assembled shoulder joint here so far, and we're going to take TR435, we're going to put it right here and lock it down with 4 PB 3x6 screws. Then we're going to turn around on this side and we're going to do the same thing with part TR434. Just, I mean, they're mirrored parts, so I'm not sure why, but yeah. Go ahead and, just for the sake of you know, making sure everybody's on the same page and you all see me do this, lock that in place, put your screw in. Alright, so I'm going to do all these on this side, all these on this side, and then I'll come back. And that's what that looks like, all done. Now, I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to work on the next little bit here, which is TR411. You know it's the right one because it's got the notch here like this. TR414, this comes in and sets right here like this. This is going to give us our elbow bend, right? I'm going to set it aside for the moment. TR426, this comes in and sets, I thought it was like this. It is like that because it'll almost be flush. Just like that. It gets held into place by 2 PB 3x6 screws. Get in there. There's one. And here is going to be 2 if I can ever get it started. Lock this one down the rest of the way. Okay, now we take these, which we have 2 of these. This is PB 3x6. Just come in and I don't remember how far in they go, but they go in there. Oh, they're going that far. Okay, so this one needs to go on in a little bit. Why are you acting that way? Get in there. There we go. So that's like that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this other piece here. We're going to mate these together with this hanging out. Stick that in there. Stick that in there. There we go. So that it sits like that. Now we have 2 more of those PB 3x6 screws that we're going to need to put in here. So again, just for purposes of ensuring the fact that, you know, you all see me actually doing it, I'll put in the first one. Additionally, we have 3 covers. 3 of those little plastic grommet covers. There's that one. There's that one. I have to tell you, it does help that we've done this, right? It helps quite a bit that I've already done a shoulder previously. It makes it easier. It really does. Tighten those down. Don't want to strip them, just tighten them down real well. And then we need the 3 little grommets, which are in the 3rd tray. I hadn't opened them up yet. Where's my knife at? Here it is. Hadn't opened them up yet. Hadn't made it to the 3rd tray yet. But there's nothing that says we come out of there. Can't do this now. As they try desperately to escape. And these are just little things that just pop in there. I think they, I'm pretty sure I added just a tinge of glue to them just so that they would look better. Yeah, that moves like it's supposed to, nice and tightly. So let's see. Now if I remember correctly, in the last pack we got a replacement grommet for this. This is not it. I don't need these parts. I need these parts here. TR4 18 and TR4 19. These are going to come together, right, like this, and they need to come together right here. That's right. And right here. Okay. Alright. These are going to be held together with nut and bolt combination here. So you need PM 338. Let's see, can I find that real quick without PM3. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull my little thing here. Let's see. I need PM 3 times 8. PM 3 times 8. And then I'm gonna need one of those. I'm gonna need one of those. Where's M 3 times 8? Here it is. Okay. Alright, so I've got a 3 times 8 right here. Again, that not having that P in front of it threw me off. So just be mindful of that. Just be mindful of that. Alright, so this is going to come in. Put that on the end there. Make sure it's lined up properly. Get it in place. How the heck am I supposed to get a Folks, this may be an instance where we need this little painter's tape. Might not be, but then again, we don't need any painter's tape. I just gotta get it, stupid thing, lined up properly. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this off camera. I got it in. It's just a pain to try and do it on camera, show it properly. Next, you take your little grommet. This is rather loose. I'm really surprised. Regardless, next we take our parts here, which are, let's see here, how do we do this? This is TR420. It's going to come in here like this. How's it go? I suppose we have to make sure this is all the way to the top. And this will come over. Dang, I don't know. This has to come here. Like that, right? No. Ah, I'm losing my mind. Let me check to make sure. Sorry folks, it goes in parallel. I was trying to do it the wrong way. This comes in, mates up like this. Take us a nut here. See if we can get this to go in there where it belongs. Then we take our bolt, which is the PM8 one. Throw us a lock washer on there. Put that in there. We're not going to tighten it all the way. We just want it to get started for now. I'm going to flip to the other side. See if we can get this one. There we go. That one's in there. No need for painter's tape on this so far. So that's a bonus. Good thing. Get that one in there. Yeah, that's why we didn't tighten that other one down all the way, because it was off a little bit. There we go. We'll just tighten it up the rest of the way. Same thing now with this one. Okay, and that represents step 21. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to take this bit right here, which is TR 425, and it's going to set right like this, and it's going to have, let's see, we need a bunch more of those PM3 times 8s, lock washers, and nuts. So we'll put those on there right now. So I've got that in place, and it was not any easier to do it this time than it was last time. It's just awkward to do upwards like that. So yeah. Next we're going to take this piece and kind of work it in here, lining up your screw holes, right? Next we're going to just kind of set that down. We're going to take one of the screws here, which is a PM310. We're going to add a lock washer, pop it to place. We're going to take a nut here. We're going to feed it in. I think we just have to feed it. If I remember correctly. Nope. This is a place for some painter's tape. Just a moment. So I just wanted to show y'all real quick. A piece of painter's tape does wonders. I got that in there without any trouble whatsoever. It just easy to take off, as you can see. Worked very well. I highly recommend using that if it's to where you can. So I realized when I went and got my painter's tape, I left my microphone off, so I'm going to reshoot this. I apologize. These went in without any trouble. The next thing we did was we put this part here on with 4 screws, just standard stuff, right? Alright, we're going to set that aside. We're going to take TR 431 and TR 430. Those are going to go together, just like that. Then we're going to take part TR 405. It's going to come in and just kind of lock in place right there like that. Next we're going to take our screws here, which are silver screws, and they are PWM 2x6. I'm going to dip them in a little bit of oil. Make sure you get them here in the right spot. I'm going to do all 4 of those real quick. So the next thing we do, this is the back of the, this is supposed to push towards the back. So this is going to be, this is his left arm, right? So that would mean that this would go this way. Okay. We're going to install this using our PB2 3x6 screws, and it's going into metal. Little drop of silicone here, help it out. Don't be that way. There we go. Don't ask me what's going on, folks. I just work here. Why is it fighting me so much? Okay, flip it over. We do this like we would changing a tire. On the opposite ends each time, so that you have an even distribution of force with it. That's what my daddy taught me. Long time ago, when I was first learning how to drive. Equal distribution of force. This way you don't run the risk of having your tire, you know, roll off as you're in front of you as you're driving down the road. That would be quite disconcerting to just be sitting there minding your own business, and you know, you're just driving along and all of a sudden your tire passes you. That would be quite disconcerting, actually. Let me know, somebody in the comments, if you've ever had that particular experience. Just cruising along, minding your own business, and all of a sudden your tire passes you. That would have to be, well, that would be something that after you got done kind of lamenting the fact that that happened, you know, you could probably have a good laugh about, I would think. Alright. Okay. Now, next thing we do, we take this piece here, which is TR403, we take TR433, and with that little bit up, we're going to lock it in place with 4 PWM 2x4 screws, which they look, let's see if I can find me one here. I can't see. They're little bitty. They look like this, little bitty. So per usual, I will, because it's going into die cast, a little drop of silicone. I'm going to start with this one this time. Okay, and I'll put in the other 3. So I've got the 4 screws in, no problem. Next we come here, and this has a set of grooves, and this should theoretically just kind of slide in place, he says. Yep, slid right up there like it was supposed to. Next, we take a screw here, and this is a PB236. Theoretically, it should go right in here. Hold this in place. Okay. And then we take this bit here, which is TR437, and that should theoretically go in there. Why is it? Oh, I'll start over here on this side. Is that not right if I got it backwards? Had it backwards. Sorry folks, had it backwards. That just snaps in place like that. There you go. Next, we take this bit here, which is TR429, and we reach over here and we get TR440. These two are going to marry together just like this, and looks like it's just held in place right here with a PB 2x4. And where are my PB screws. PP236, PB 2x5, 2x4. Okay. This is just one. Come here. Ah! This is a little bitty black screw. No need for anything other than just elbow grease to get this in here. At this point, because we're going plastic onto plastic, and then this is going to come in here and set right here. Now it shows this is a glue thing. Yeah, it's a little loose, so not a problem. We'll pull out our trusty Gorilla Glue. Not quite that much. All right. Put some here. All right. Trying not to get some everywhere, just where we need it. There we go. That ought to work. Always make sure put your glue cover back on when you're done with it. And then we just marry these two together, push into place. There you go. That section is now complete. So now then, let's see, what do we have next? Looks like we take this bit right here, which is TR401, and we take TR438 and 39. These are going to come in like this. Okay. I believe they go I think it's like this. Pretty sure. Yeah, it lined right up when I did it that way. Okay, so these come in right here, and they're going to be connected in 4 places by PWM 2x4, which this little silver screw is going to come in here, and since it's going into metal, again, plastic, silicone will be used. So now we take this one, we do the very same thing we did just a minute ago. Just kind of, that was glue. Kind of light it up and push it into place, just like that. We are going to secure it with a, get on there. This is a PB236. Goes in here just like it did the other way. Okay, and then we take this bit, which is TR436, and let's see, that's twice in a row I've got it backwards. At least I'm consistent, right? Yep. There we go. There we go. Now, let's see here. I'm going to take these little cap pieces. This one is going to come in here and go right there, I would think. And that is going to be connected with 3 screws, it says. shows it coming in, but it doesn't show it. Okay, so this one comes over and it's going to lock into those. Okay, but where's the third screw go into? There's no screw hole there. Whoops. Surely I don't have this backwards. That sure looks like a screw hole to me, doesn't it, you folks? Well, even then it doesn't. Yeah, I guess it does line up. So how in the world? I mean, will it do it like that? Yeah, okay. I don't know what in the world I'm thinking here. Well, when I got this little one here, you know what? I think I'm overthinking it at this point. This is supposed to come in here like this, marry up right here. These will be connected with PB 3x6, and then this middle one is a PB 2x4. Let's see, PB 2x4 right here. Now, well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's going to be hidden. I was about to say, why in the world would they use a black screw here when it's on a silver piece? And it shouldn't really make any difference whatsoever. Shouldn't. And I said to PB236, right here. Okay. Not going into metal, no need for silicone or anything else along those lines. Let's see, where's this going at? I can't tell. Okay, these go, this is a very deep, very deep screw hole. So just be mindful. You may have to wiggle it a little bit before you get it in place. There we go. And then once you do, tighten it enough to where it's in there, but not so much that you can't adjust it as needed. Same thing on this side. Pop it in there. Wiggle it around until you get it where it needs to be. Screw it in place. Like, I believe that's what it was. I think that was some little drop of glue I dropped. Alright, now the last thing, we take TR 427 and that's going to go in here. It does not say it needs any glue, so snapped right into place. Alright, and here is the completed shoulder section, shoulder assembly for the left, where's this is right, this is his right arm. I had a little bit of touch of glue there. I'll have to work to get off. It'd be alright. Yeah, I apologize. I know it's been a little bit, this pack's been out for a while. I got pack 5 in the mail yesterday and I said, oh crap, life has been kind of hectic. You know, those of you that know, my youngest daughter is pretty sick and we're just trying to get her through her stuff. My eldest daughter's getting married, so that's another one of those things. That's a happy thing, but it's also one of those things that, you know, just kind of weighs at a father. You know, all of a sudden, my little girl is getting married. Happy for her. Can't say that enough. But at the same time, she's growing up now. Regardless, anyway, folks, I'll try and do 5 here in the next day or so. So hopefully you'll get this, and then the next one will be relatively quickly. So thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Operators are standing by.